Game. It's the Lions and the Dolphins on Sunday night primetime. We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of primetime because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league. And we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Schultz is the motion man. Throwing on second down. May. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Third and long. Schultz is the motion man. Throwing on third down is May. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. And if he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. To throw is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a third and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8 setting up second and short. Once again, it's Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The Lions called their first timeout. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Jared. All right.
Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here we go. All right.
Here's Fields. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Here's a 2nd and 12. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dolphins offense and DeAndre Swift set to get going again. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 20-yard line.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Operating from the shotgun, it's the pressure all over him. He goes down again.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From out of the gun, here's May.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. On play action, Goff. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Goff. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Miami after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Fields. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the 1st down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They hand it to Gibbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. Fields to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
From the gun, it's Goff. He's got it at about the 8. And he will score. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Lions. It's his second touchdown of the year.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Dolphins offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Here's May. Quick throw here is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is May. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. 3rd and 9. May going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And with half the season gone by, time to take a look at some of the candidates at this early date to bring home the award for the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year. Here's 1st and 10.
Super 66!
Now, Goff. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Ric Flair!
Throwing here is Goff. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is May. He's going to run it. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is May. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Kene Wanwu now to return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Lions offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's second best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Goff to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
In motion comes Thomas. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away. It is 3rd and 10. Now Fields. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Lions 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Fields. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, He still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Fields to throw for it. He'll try to run for it. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
I like the call to keep the offense on the line. From this distance, a field goal is no sure thing, and that's a great job by the quarterback, recognizing the situation. Nobody's open. Take off, become a runner, extend the drive, pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Gibbs. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. DeForest Buckner brings him down. 2nd and 7. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Third and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one is complete to Hartman. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. To throw now, May. Open man is Hamler. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is...
And he will get into the end zone. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Miami. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Dolphins are back in this one. It's 17-7. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is Fields. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to... his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
4th down, Fields. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. Schultz is the motion man. To throw on 1st down is, and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17. At the Lions' 33-yard line.
Schultz is the motion man. May to throw on 2nd down.
So often sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. It is brought in the end zone. J.J. Hamler. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, they are hacking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Hardman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Lions offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball, He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he's going to have a Lions first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. And now we're going to timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Go. We're good.
From the gun, it's Goff. Catch made right side by Thomas. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
76, tell him. 76. 76. 12.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now, on second and long. On play action, here's May. This one grabbed by Austin. Down the left sideline. And he's going to go all the way. Oh, that's some late magic. They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Dolphins move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10.
DC.
Goff to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough before it started.
On 2nd down, Goff. That's hard. And he's going to go all the way. some late magic. They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Well, Mike, we're kind of looking at each other up here saying, do they have one more big play left in them? And they got it. When it's all said and done, it should more than likely turn out that that play is the game winner.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's men, and the rush gets there. Down he goes.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
So a win for the visitors, the Lions. Continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from South Florida.